wanted to for 6 periods,
but you didn't.
I couldn't. I didn't.
But you didn't. All right, it's recording now. That's going to be how our video for today starts off. Isn't it exciting? So for number A, did you guys write A minus 3 equals positive 10 and A minus 3 equals negative 10? Okay, so then for your solution set, you got negative 7, 13, correct? Yes. Look at us go. Now, please write it with the smaller number first. Okay, so I'm going to do my number line on the side over here because I don't have a lot of room. And I'm going to put negative 7 right here. I'm going to put 0 right here. I'm going to put 13 down here. What is the middle of those two numbers? Positive 3 or negative 3? Positive, because it's the opposite of that. So I'm going to put a line at 3. And how many units does it take to get there? 10 units. Hopefully everybody's number line looks like this. Why do we call it a number line and not a timeline?
Because we're not in history.
Yes, all those things. Take a point, children. All right, questions? Did we get it right? How do we feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. I love it. More of my markers are missing. All right, for this one, your solution set is negative 12, negative 2. Did we get that one right? Yeah? Okay, great. And then on your number line, we have 0 way down here. We have negative 2. I've got negative 12. What is the middle? Negative 7. And how many units does it take to get there? Look at you go. Take a point. Say it to me again.
I don't think I got that. I don't think I got it.
You don't think you got it? Well, look at your paper.
Well, I mean, I don't think I got the original.
What did you do?
I mean, I got 13.
That's for A.
Oh, okay.
We're on B. It's okay, Tater Tot. Your book was really good, wasn't it? It's okay. No judgment. All God's children. All right, for number next. What's next? C. I got negative 5. Pretend like I know how to write and add and subtract. And negative 1. Yes, no, maybe so?
Yes.
Yay! Did anybody not get it right? So we did great on that one. Fantastic. Okay, super proud. We might be a pretty P class. We are a pretty P class. What's the middle?
Negative 3.
And how many units does it take to get there?
2.
2 units. And the last one. Did the last one trick anybody?
Yes, that's the one.
That's the one? Okay. So I threw this in as a challenge problem to see what you can do. Because I expect you to be able to think for yourself, all that good stuff. So did you do 2x minus 6 equals 8 and 2x minus 6 equals negative 8?
Yes.
Okay, so we got that far. And then we have 2x equals 14 and 2x equals negative 2. So then we have x equals 7, x equals negative 1. Okay, now, did everybody get that?
Yes.
Okay, look at us go. Was the graph what tricked you?
I didn't.
What happened, Tater Tot?
I don't know. I got
You got confused by the multiple step.
Why? Well, what did you do different? Did you write 2x minus, the absolute value of 2x minus 6 equals 8?
I did all that. And then
I see what
add wrong.
What happened?
Yeah, you got it. That's right.
Oh, okay. So we can fix that for next time, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have 0, we have negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Potatoes. Okay, so then we put a dot over, or a point, rather, over -1 and 7, correct?
Yeah.
What would the middle of those two numbers be?
3,
3. And how many units does it take?
4.
So you can count it by hand, or, you see this number right here? And you see this number right here? What's 6 divided by 2? Boom, that's the middle. What's 8 divided by 2? That's the distance. That's all you have to do. I know, it is amazing. Do we need to practice anymore, or are we ready to move on to example 2? Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Are we ready? Sean, that angel that's glowing in your hand, is it playing music for you? Can you pause it during the lesson, or are you going to die? Can we all pause our music during the lesson? Y'all do know that one day you're going to go to work and not be able to listen to music while you work, right? Just making sure we're preparing for that day. Unless you have a really awesome job like my husband and he can just do whatever. Lucky heifer. Anyway, example 2. What is different about example 2?
There is a 2 house on the other side of the...
Yes. All right. And if those were parentheses, what would we do? Distribute. You cannot distribute with absolute value. So let's write that. Do not distribute. Do not distribute. So if we can't distribute, how do you think that we should get rid of that 2 on the outside? Dividing. Take a point for your team. Because it's 2 times absolute value. And what's the opposite of multiplication? So let's open this flappy up. Let's divide both sides by 2. Now, if you can't distribute and we're dividing by 2, that means that you cannot touch what's on the inside of the house. You only touch what's on the outside. So 2 divided by 2 cancels. Is everybody with me on that one? And we're left with the absolute value of x minus 8 equals what? Where did you get that 14 from? 28 divided by 2. That's okay. Divide both sides, baby. Okay, now can you work this one without me? Do it. Work it out. Go, ninjas, go. Go. No. No. And I also need to update the calendar. So many things. When you're done, graph it. Do you want me to show you a trick on graphing so you don't have to put 22 tick marks? Or, watch this trick I learned in Knob. What's the middle? Did the middle change? Nope. So it's still positive 8. And how many units does it take to get from 8 to 24? I'm sorry, 8 to 22? Dun 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 dun! Isn't it lovely? Do we understand? Do we not understand? Are we zombies this morning? Are you guys struggling today? Because y'all are much more quiet than normal. And that's saying something.
I thought that would have already been.
No, I need y'all to talk to me. I have no idea what's happening if you don't talk to me. Do you guys want to do another one like that? We need to practice another one? Okay, I'm cool with that. I need more paper, and then I'll practice.
Report me. Report me. Do it. Fight me. Let's go right here, right now.
Boy, you're in the size of one of my thighs. Alright, so this is going to be 9C for me. I'm glad that's part of our video.
Okay then.
Alright, and this is example 2, problem B. Ready. Pretty. Do you want to try it without me, or do you want to do the first part together again and then do the second part without me? Okay, we can do that. So I have 5 times the absolute, let's go crazy. Negative 5 times the absolute value of x plus 3 equals negative 15. Are you okay? Okay. All right, now, first,
English?
I'm trying real hard. Can an absolute value ever equal a negative number? No, because absolute value turns everything positive. So normally we would think the answer to this would be no solution. But what is happening out front of the absolute value? Another negative. Can we distribute that negative? No. Can we distribute our negative? No, do not distribute. So what am I going to do? Oh, potatoes. I'm going to divide by negative 5. And then I have the absolute value of x plus 3 equals 3. Work it out without me. Please. 0 is a number. It does not mean no solution. Okay? 0 is a number. It does not mean no solution. Maybe.
Yes.
Now I'm not doing anything else until you're done. This is also not supposed to take 2 days. But we'll just keep on keeping on, babies. We got this. Tomorrow we get to do ratios and proportions, so that's lots of fun. Would anybody like to come work this problem out on the board? So all set. Devil worship.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but I know Devil Worshiper is actually very nice.
That's cool.
Why are we talking about this?
Why do we talk about any of the things that we talk about? Why don't you put the problem on the board, Jackson? Do it, you wrote one for 2 points for your team.
Do it!
Sean, please do not.
No, I will do it.
I hope that doesn't take us 2 days, because I really like for it not to. Oh, class. Oh boy. Those are beautiful squiggies. Oh, you should have wrote your -6 first.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay. Keep going. Keep on keeping on.
Do I need to graph it as well?
Yes, please. Don't we have to show our answer 2 ways?
Mm-hmm.
So if we get to what I want to get to on Friday, would you guys be upset if we did a Halloween activity?
Not at all.
Okay. In September. That's all I want to make sure of. And nobody's going to freak out that we're celebrating.
No, see, it's September, which equals Halloween, which equals Thanksgiving, which equals Christmas. Which equals...
That's beautiful noise.
She was tired of your conversation.
Everyone can start the conversation.
Everyone gets tired of Sean after a while, to be honest.
It's true, probably.
Whoa, Tater Tot. Whoa. What is taking you so long?
I had to make it pretty.
Very precise with
You
this.
can see that. How many units is it away? There's 3.
Yeah.
Write that on there.
Oh, okay. No,
Sorry, I didn't mean to kill you.
no, it's okay.
Well, I kind of did. Okay, do we agree or disagree? Do we need to do one more? Or can we move on to the next Flappy?
Next class.
Next Flappy, moving on. Alright, so on Flappy number 3, what did we do differently here?
Minus.
Okay, so a whole equation.
It's a whole equation instead of part of an equation. Okay, so we have that -7 right there. Add 2 points to your team, by the way, for you doing that problem. We have that -7. So we solve this just like we normally would. We have to get rid of that -7 first, and then we have to divide by 3. You still cannot distribute. Do not distribute. Do not distribute. Okay. Are we ready? One person's ready. Other people are just kind of muttering stuff at me. You want to be asleep right now? I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you about that. Alright, so how would we get rid of that -7? Add 7. Take a point for your team. If y'all click one more time. I'm going to take away all the points. Alright, and what's 11 plus 7? 18. And now what should I do from here? Divide by 3. And we get the absolute value of 4x plus 2 equals what? Okay, Now, I just want you to work out the algebraic part without me on this one, and then we're going to graph it together. Okay? Get started. Good luck. May the force be with you. Did y'all get negative 2 and 1? Okay, let's graph it. So we have 0, 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. And we're going to put our points over what two numbers? Negative 2 and 1. Alright, so on our homework from last night, I told you that you could divide everything by this first number, correct? So if you do 2 divided by 4, that'll give you your middle. What's 2 divided by 4? What's 2 divided by 4? A half. Yeah. And it's a positive, and the opposite of positive is negative. So it'll be at negative 1/2. You have 2 cheeseburgers, 4 friends, you got to cut it in half. And then what's 6 divided by 4? Sweet potatoes, children. 6 divided by 4 is... No. Don't you dare touch your calculator. 6 divided by 4. What number goes into both of those? 6 divided by 4 is... I'm sorry, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is... So it's 3 halves. 1 and 1/2. It is okay to have that. Because when you travel in miles, you don't travel like exactly 400 miles, right? You have a point something. I feel like I'm talking to the wall. I am. Do we need to do another one like that? Or do you want to do number 4, then me give you your homework?
Number 4 then.
All right, let's look at number 4. Why do you think number 4 is a special case?
Because it says it's a special case.
Because it says it's a special case? Well, if I said you were a special case, does that mean that you were a special case?
Yes, I would so.
All right, so what would we do on this one? What would we do to solve it? Subtract 8. And if we subtracted 8, what would we get? All right, what would humana. Okay, and can an absolute value ever equal a negative number? No, it cannot. So what's our answer? No solution. Say it with confidence, children.
No solution.
No solution. And then you're done. It can never equal a negative. Magic. That's it. That's all you do. Isn't it lovely? Are you ready for homework?
No.
Sure. Can I write while you color? Okay. What are you saying over there?
daily when they're doing.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, because the day just started.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was.
You wish it was over?
I don't like. I don't know.
You don't want to be here? Oh, well, I'm sorry. You don't like starting your day with me every day?
It's not just. It's not this class. It's school in general.
Okay. You don't have to lie to me, it's fine. What are you going to do if I throw a fraction in there? Are you going to have a panic attack?
I'm gonna die.
Alright, I'm going to do it.
I'll go. I will be going in my head.
What? Stop that.
Alright.
Alright, we're starting off with a fraction because we are pre-AP. Don't be afraid. Fractions are friends, not food. And you have time now to start on it, and I would at least get through A so that you can, like, talk to your neighbor about how to do it. You're only going to have 3 problems tonight. Yay! Asbury's the greatest.
I will know that part. Oh.
It's still recording. It's still recording. It's still recording. It's still recording.
Oh, good.
Stop it. Alright, that's it.